Alright, so today I have another video for you. This is going to be about the 5700G testing on a few games. I have 2 or 3 games downloaded. I'll show you. I'm going to be running the integrated graphics. I do have a graphics card installed, but it's going to be running on the integrated graphics itself. Basically, we're going to see how it performs and if this is the right processor for you. I bought this processor to replace my 3600 XT. This is a 5700G. I was going to get the 5600X, but they're pretty close in performance, and this one has the integrated in case I do ever want to get rid of my dedicated, which sounds silly, but basically we're going to see if this integrated graphics can hold up to today's games and a few other, maybe not even the newest titles, but just what I would play, and maybe you guys would play them too. Alright, so let's test this out. There we go. We're going to be testing out Snowrunner on the 5700G. We'll be testing out the integrated graphics. I pulled out my dedicated graphics card for it just to do some testing and show everyone that, well, not really show everyone that it can play games, but let's just see if the 5700G can play anything. We'll see. I know this is a little bit more of a demanding title to some extent. There we go, we're off. It's a very slow-paced game. You have to be very patient. The game's mainly about just getting yourself out of very hard situations on the road. You might get stuck in mud, you might get stuck in the water. A lot of terrains that you have to go through. It's kind of like a job. A lot of jobs you could finish up. I know some people like games like this where you do a lot of jobs and missions, and mainly what we're doing here is we're going to be taking one delivery and bringing it into wherever they need it. For the most part, we're fixing bridges, clearing roadways. Right now we're getting about a little over 30. It looks like a very slow playing game. It plays very slow, but for me this isn't very playable. To some they may say that 30 is playable, but this is just it's not my optimal condition, I would say. I'm also used to running the 6700 XT. I have a video on that if anyone wants to watch a couple if anyone wants to watch a couple of the game reviews I have going. But basically it's about 34 FPS, 33 give or take. Alright, well, we're going to start right up on the next game. Alright, so let's go. We're going to be doing Rocket League. Again, one of my favorites to test. Easy to run game. Simple. Let me check settings. Okay, so we're at high. Since it's at like 34. Definitely don't want high quality with all this. We'll keep depth of field, ambient occlusion I pull off. The shaders look nice. Motion blur I pull off. If I have to, I'll go to 720. We'll see. Ooh. Now we're talking. Oh, I just missed it. This is a lot better than before. Before it was like 30 FPS. This is where I'd probably play it at if I was doing iGPU. Again, this is another one of my preferred games to play, so this is pretty cool. I haven't played in a while. I'm just catching up. There you go. We gotta let the computer drag me. Computer will pull us. 60 FPS. The game is definitely playable. So if you're thinking about getting a 5700G to play Rocket League, you are in perfect shape. Low settings, but with all these graphics cards, I don't know if you can consider it a shortage, but now they're just so overpriced. This may be an option for some people. Again, with like if you're gonna play Snowrunner, I'd just go with a standard GPU, standard dedicated. But if you're gonna play esport titles, I guess this would be considered that. Definitely recommend dedicated, but if you I should say if you're unable to pick up a dedicated, because they're just hard to come by and they're expensive. GPUs and APUs are very affordable for the most part. This chip costed me $300 altogether. I got it directly from Micro Center. It's playable. Very playable. I'm also having a great time losing. Alright, so this is where I'll end it off on. So, we're gonna go to the next game, see what else I have to play, test out. I think this one played fairly well. And the Snowrunner didn't play as well, but yeah, I think Rocket League's good to go. What I'll do, again, just do a little customizing. I like to have it at 1080. Alright, 52. It does look like a potato is playing this, but oh, 40 FPS. I figured this would be a little bit of a little bit harder of a game to figure out and play. And here it is. Dodo and a dodo. say this. At around 45 FPS, very low quality, it's playable, but it's not enjoyable, in my opinion. So, very strange looking compared to what I'm used to. That, if you see that pteranodon in the distance, it doesn't look great. Hey, here we are, taming a dodo. Oh no. See what I got. Dodo's mine. Okay. Simple. So we're just gonna collect a few things. Grab a few more stones. Oh shoot. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get that meat we just collected, pop it in the burner. I'm just trying to get us up to level 5 so I can show you what I mean. This is playable. It's playable. It's just, again, it's not optimal. See that spinal in the view out there. Don't want to get too close to him. See a compy. That dodo actually did a pretty good job. Alright, here we go. One more thing. Okay. Alright, so this is what I call dodoing a dodo. That's it, that's it. Take your slingshot, hit him in the head. Usually knocks him out. In this case, he's dead. But anyways, thank you for watching this. We're going to go right on to the next one. This game's called Frostpunk. One of those real-time strategies, I believe. We're trying to figure out how to basically make your town survive during the cold winters, and it gets difficult. I've I usually die or fail very soon. Um, it's very low FPS. We'll see what I can do. That'll do it. Now, at low quality, will it work? You know what's weird about these type of games? It doesn't really matter the FPS to some extent, even if it's like lower. Uh, to me, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's all, you click it takes a second, but even at 20 FPS, everything stays pretty still. Yeah, I mean, it's playable. This is playable to me. I don't see much of a difference between this and my other setup playing this game. This game I kind of just got into. You just basically just making the town thrive, figuring out what everyone's got to do, making roads, houses, factories, workshops. Got the medical tent, medical post. But yeah, for the most part, if you want 30 FPS with this game, you're probably gonna need to get a dedicated card or find a different iGPU, because this one is good. This one is good, depending on what you're doing. Definitely depending on what you're doing, and of course what your settings are. Let's try to mess with the settings just a little bit more. Graphic settings. We'll do 720, 75 hertz. Try it. Better. Not as crisp. Definitely not as crisp, but 34 FPS. Another thing, it's playable. Alright. Alright, so we're back. So this is the 5700G right here. Again, I got it for 300 at Micro Center. You should check it out, try to grab it if this is what you're looking for. Just something to basically just hold you over, or if you just do very minimal gaming, esports titles, this is probably like a good bet. Me, I'm gonna stick with the dedicated for now, but the integrated isn't bad. It does a decent job, and for the most part, depending on the game, gets the job done. I'm glad to give this review. I'm happy. I'm just happy for everyone that's watching this. Thank you. Thank you for watching this. Again, this is the 5700G. It comes with the stock heatsink, of course. Some of them don't. Just be careful when you buy the AMD chips. Apparently, now they're starting to make it where some of them don't even give the heatsink. I mainly bought this one because it was a 45 to 65 watt TDP, so it was supposed to be a little cooler running than the 3600 XT, which is a 95 watt. Gets really hot. For the most part, it's fixed the problem. I have a mini ITX build, which I have other videos if you want to check those out. Just it runs hot, and the case doesn't help, of course, but this one's running a lot cooler and even plays the games better, better than it would have. But I'd say hopefully they keep putting these out, these APUs that they got. Hopefully they just keep pushing them out, because we need something to substitute these very expensive graphics cards on the market, and I think APU would be perfect for that. For those who are on a tight budget and just need something to get by to play with friends, and this definitely would help get you in, at least start you off for uh, the $300 range. Now, I've seen, oh shoot, I remember when the 3200G came out. That was a good chip too. And then there's the 5600G. I was just about to pick it up, but I ended up seeing the 5700G, which is better than the 5600G. But what I liked about it, it was on par for the most part with the 5600X, which is the processor without the GPU integrated into the CPU. So it was just about on par, if not 5% less performance from what I saw. No, I'm not too sure, but it looked like they were very close, 1-to-1, if not nearly 1-to-1. Um, but it was definitely an upgrade from the 3600 XT. This is what I was looking for, and in case I ever wanted to one day get rid of the GPU, I could stick to the integrated, mainly because I want to go to a smaller form factor than what I even have now. I wanted to test it out and see, just like everybody else, would this smaller system actually be able to run the games? Because I'm not looking for much as far as performance. I'm not too worried about the performance, how well it performs. Mainly what matters is, does it play the game? Does it run the game? Does it get above 30 FPS? Preferably 40. That's really what matters to me at the end of the day. But again, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. At the bottom will be my Robinhood and Firstrade links. Just check them out. If you're interested, sign up. Completely up to you what you want to do. But again, thank you for watching these videos. I will be posting more and more as we go on. The past 2 weeks, I think I posted 7 videos. So I'm looking to keep this going and just keep pushing out videos, useful videos with decent content. Hopefully these are informational. Again, I believe I mentioned this, so to make it a little bit more informational, I believe I mentioned this. So when you're going from dedicated graphics, your graphics card, you pull it out, alright, and you want to go to the APU for whatever reason. Like I said, just downsizing for me, there's a reason. It might have a hard time recognizing the integrated. So you're going to have to set it on the BIOS beforehand. And then when you set it, you're going to power off. And then you're going to reset the CMOS. You may have to. You may not have to. But for me, I had to reset the CMOS. And then the system started right up. So just be careful when you're doing this. Like I said, hopefully this video is informational to you, and hopefully the rest of the videos to come are all informational. Thank you again for watching. Please stay tuned for another episode. Thank you.